Yo, 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 welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Corey the Man. We back in here. This is WWE's Music Has Been, and that's where it leaves off. Um, anyways, let's start the video. I'll load everything up in the background. I was just making sure I was live streaming.
Older
Okay, here we go.
dishwashers.
Y'all
I just
got,
got a
y'all
link
can't,
for a delivery. Did you get me a birthday
y'all
gift?
can't
Yeah.
fail to admit that
You should
the
check with Jeannie,
Stardust
though.
theme,
Why?
to me,
Because I forgot your
better
birthday.
than
Download Norton Genie to
Odie
find out if
Blows
it's a
American
scam.
Nightmare
Sorry
theme,
about that.
whatever it is.
We'll go to dinner.
I feel like
May.
people only sing that
Getting
one part.
everything.
Uh-huh.
They don't
What is
really
up,
know
guys?
the
Wrestling Premiere is here. There was once a time where WWE's entrance theme stood out. In nearly every era, there was a big collection of entrance songs that people remember, whether it's Hulk Hogan's Real American or Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy. Entrance music is extremely important to a wrestler's character. There's a bunch of lower card guys that had amazing theme songs, that had amazing songs throughout the years, and that are mentioned to this day. May even comes to mind as somebody. Back in the 90s, WWF's music production ramped up tremendously. The wrestler's theme songs was a big part of his identity, and it was important for the theme song to suit him, and in many ways, it completes his character. That's why it's important to have a theme song. It's not gonna make you world champion, but in some cases, people have succeeded using their theme songs. Jim Johnston was an important figure throughout WWE's history. He had a great mind in figuring out what matches a certain wrestler. A new generation had plenty of classic songs,
You just
including
say that
Sexy
twice?
Boy, Razor Ramon's
Or
theme
am
song,
I
but as
hearing
time
you?
went on, his ability only got better. Stone Cold is a prime example of an iconic theme song. This man had the perfect entrance that makes it seem like any other song wouldn't fit him. You hear that glash? And the Attitude Era in general served to create timeless theme songs. DX, the New Age Outlaws, The Brood, The Undertaker's Ministry theme songs, and that's not mentioning the lower card guys such as the APA and Steve Blackman. There's a lot of good songs in there. Like, yeah, there's some songs that don't hit and all that, but the majority always hit because it matched the wrestler. The WWF Music Volume 3 and Volume 4 are a great way to see just how memorable the theme songs were. Some songs, of course, don't hit, but they match the wrestler. In WWF's The Music Volume 4 charted at number 4 on Billboard 200. That is insanity. A wrestling album charting and taking peak Backstreet Boys off their number 4 position. I know the album came out a while ago, but it's crazy because it's wrestling. But it goes to show you just how much motion, how much excitement that the WWF and pro wrestling in general had in 1999. Big Show's theme song suited him well. Mankind, Chris Jericho, everything was on point. And WWF continued their music success, charting once again on Billboard in 2001, but this time at number 2. It was obviously WWF's success that helped this. It's just a mention because the point of this video is to talk about how WWE's music was on point. Triple H's The Game was a major part of WWF The Music Volume 5, and heading into the Ruthless Aggression era, the songs were still consistent and in tune with the wrestlers. That's what's important. It needs to suit a wrestler. Ward Life, Line in the Sand, Just Close Your Eyes, and yes, this era had some forgettable theme songs. No one really remembers Luther Reigns' song, but there was also some licensed songs that involved Jim Johnston. Randy Orton's Burning My Life, CM Punk's This Fire Burns, Rey Mysterio's Booyaka Booyaka 619, and WWE Reckless Intent included all of these songs, including Triple H's King of Kings. It's probably the very best WWE album. Heading into the PG era, the distinctive theme songs were still around. A lot of songs from that era are still very memorable. Legacy, It's a New Day, Jeff Hardy's No More Words, Break the Walls Down for Chris Jericho was remade, and even though the WWE product was weaker, the theme songs got better. Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, and even if you don't like a song, you understand why that wrestler has it. The Miz's I Came to Play and Drew McIntyre stand out at the time. Broken Dreams in itself is a tremendous theme song in general, you know? It stands out a lot because it was very slow, which is opposed to what WWE usually did at the time. Undertaker's obviously doesn't count, but Broken Dreams, it's a timeless song from that era. People still talk about Drew McIntyre and Sheamus' theme songs. And WWE to many was at its lowest at the time, but the theme songs were still memorable. There was a time where the iconic theme songs would slowly fade away though. The mid-10s brought the music group CFO. Jim Johnston was still around, but his influence was not the same. He did the Shield's theme song, which is of course one of the very best of its era. Smoke and Mirrors, Stardust's theme song, which I thought was CFO's, turns out it was Jim Johnston. And one of his last songs was I Bring the Darkness for Baron Corbin in 2017. It helped Corbin a bit to stand out, but they ended up replacing it. I remember CFO wasn't that liked initially because the theme songs didn't have lyrics and would loop after a minute, but a lot of these songs hit. Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Naomi, Bayley, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens. There was a lot of good.
Sasha
But the
Banks. So you
problem
gonna
was
put
the
Sasha
songs
Banks
for
on
Drew
there?
McIntyre and Alex Riley were so good. Even Fandango had a cool song. This guy's song made him popular for a couple of weeks. It's most likely the lyrics that hurt some of the CFO songs. They have no lyrics about them, but they were definitely overhated initially. Their NXT songs were excellent. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Sasha Banks. The
There we
song
go.
had identities, and in Keith Lee's case, it was an anthem. That was a big ass song. I do wish WWE fixes this problem, and it's something that's kind of annoying. It's not too big of a deal, but once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. CFO got better as time went on. They gave the B team an amazing song, and these guys were lower card guys. They weren't even that big on TV. Their biggest highlight was Bobby Roode's Glorious and Shinsuke Nakamura's Rising Sun. I remember someone used it as their ringtone, and I was like, damn, I'm out here sitting in a freaking cafe and I hear I was like, what the hell? Damn. AJ Styles' theme is another one which matches him. You could feel that blue collar pit bull vibe about it, and it really matches AJ Styles well. And it's unfortunate that the identity isn't there with the newer theme songs. I like Ricochet's theme song now, but CFO's was better. His theme felt like he was about to save the day as a superhero. After a contract dispute with WWE in 2020 and 2020, they signed Def Rebel. Def Rebel is the current composers for WWE's theme songs, and compared to CFO, they make CFO look like Jim Johnston. Prime Jim Johnston, by the way. The problem with Def Rebel and WWE is if someone already has a memorable theme song, they most likely will take it away. It probably has to do with royalties and stuff like that, because I highly doubt WWE would just take somebody's song and change it for the sake of it, although who knows. The main event talent has good theme songs. Seth Rollins has an anthem, and I don't really like the song in general because it's kind of redundant and stuff like that, but it's a sound. It's something you hear Burn It Down, he comes out, it's exciting. LA Knight has a California Love-esque song. It's California Love remix version if you listen to it. Io Sky has one of the very best songs on the entire roster. It matches her energy. Other than that though, if you're a mid-carder, then you have the most generic entrance. Are you Roman Reigns? No. So you're gonna have to deal with some very basic ding, then you hear boom, 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 some nonsense. I'm just making a song up, and freaking Def Rebel's probably gonna use this as a sound and give it to somebody like freaking Carmelo Hayes once they get called up to the main roster. The Royal Rumble was a great example of this. So many people came out, and I didn't know who it was because of their entrance music. Oh, it's Chelsea Green, Xia Li. Other than that, the shows themselves do not have good intros. They're very generic. This is my place. I gotta make good. Those generic raps that you used to hear, the Fort Minor, remember the name, NF type stuff. Nah. Other than that though, WWE really needs to fix the music. Obviously, if you ask me, would you rather fix this or the entrance songs? I would always choose the former. But it's important. It's really important for them to make identifiable sounds because it matters, you know? Like, if someone like Zoe Stark comes out and has an amazing theme song, people might like her more. There is good songs with Def Rebel, you know, I'm not gonna try to trash them the whole time. There is good songs, you know, head of the table Roman Reigns, but it's clear that they obviously took their time with Roman Reigns' theme song because he's Roman Reigns. A lot of the songs seem uninspiring, but if you want my favorites from Def Rebel, Carmelo Hayes, Gunther's song is actually a banger. It hits very, very, very hard. Io Sky, of course. There's some good songs there, it's just they don't stand out if you're a mid-carder or a lower mid-carder. You get what I mean? They don't hit hard. It's unfortunate. Other than that, I'm not expecting WWE to bring in licensed music because that's kind of ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. It would be nice to see here and there, you know, Cody Rhodes has it. It's better if they focus on the identities of the wrestlers and make better theme songs, so yeah. Alright, what do you guys think of WWE's music recently? Please comment down below, and that's for this video. Make sure you hit the Superman punch on the like button and perhaps the crossroads on the subscribe button. Peace. Bye-bye.
Alright, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll see y'all later.